Rav Pesach Yehoshua Falk, a noted lecturer, a noted posek in the Gateshead community, shared the following amazing story. About 35 years ago, there was a young yeshiva student. He took a cab, and he got so immersed in his Torah study that he simply forgot when he opened the door to pay the Cabby. He kind of just forgot about it. The Cabby saw that the yeshiva bacher, didn't know what he was doing. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't that much money. So he just kept driving. Meanwhile, a few moments later, the yeshiva bacher woke up from his stupor and realized, oh my God, I didn't pay that Cabby. I got to pay him. It's going to be stealing. And he's going to think that all of us yeshiva guys, we're all a bunch of thieves. And so he started running after the cab. Now, the cab was a lot faster than the boy, but the boy was determined. So he saw that the cab stopped at a red light. He was running, and as soon as he got there, the car kept moving. The car got way ahead of him. He kept running. He wouldn't give up. About a half hour later, finally, the yeshiva boy caught up to the cabbie with all of his might, knocked on the window, said, please open up, handed him the money, whatever it was, not that much, and the cabbie was shocked. Ad po, until here? Are you crazy? You ran until here? And the yeshiva boy walked home triumphant, knowing that he'd made a great Kiddushin Hashem, doing the right thing, sanctifying God's name. Flash forward, 30 years later, the yeshiva boy was now all grown up. He lived in Jerusalem, and he still loved to study Torah. One time, he sees a sign which says there's going to be a lecture on the topic of Kiddushin Hashem. And that's one of his favorite topics, sanctifying God's name. So he decides to write down the name of the lecturer, and he goes to the class. It's a great class. And he goes up to the rabbi and says, Rabbi, that was a fabulous class. Thank you so much. I just have one question. You said in your class that any time that someone does a Kiddush Hashem, sanctifies God's name, God's going to show him the results of what he did in his life. You know what? There was once in my life, I remember a long time ago, when I made a big Kiddush Hashem, and he retells him the whole story about running for the car. I never really saw much results from that. And the rabbi looks at him and he says, Ani hanahag. I was the driver. I was so inspired by that act that you did, that you ran so far because you didn't want to steal, that I said there must be something more to this whole Torah stuff. I started studying Torah, and eventually I became a big rabbi, as you can see, and I'm here before you today. What an unbelievable story. For me, it's a few things come to mind. First of all, the unbelievable divine providence that the man 30 years later happened to come, that same rabbi happened to come and ask him that question. What are the odds? So many things had to fall into place, but it clearly was divinely orchestrated. But the other message that I get, again, is the power of just trying to do the right thing, trying to sanctify God's name, running after that car. I'm sure that yeshiva bacher just thought to himself, this is the right thing to do. God's watching over me, and I'm going to do the right thing no matter what. When we're determined to do the right thing, we know that God's watching over every single action that we do, and may we be blessed to see the results in our own lifetime. Have a great day.